if you clicked on this video thinking we are bashing Scorsese and we hate him and this and that, I'm sorry to disappoint, but that's not what this is about. This is about understanding what he has said, what people take from it, and what the real truth is. So hello guys, welcome to New Society. I'm an Prince German Varun.
Hi.
And Varun, what do you think about Scorsese to save cinema?
I he's definitely, I think he has had such a long career and he has made so many films, and even though his sort of gangster films are popular, but they are actually, once you look at all his films, like he has made like 4 or 5 gangster films, but rest of them are out, and he has experimented with very different genres also. So like, yeah, he has had a very long career. He has made a lot of popular films and all that. So that's why now I think he's at a point in his career where each time he gives any interview or any statement or anything, like people go crazy with it. They'll take whatever each sentence that he has said, they'll take that, they turn it into quotes, put his image on it, and just make it viral and things like that. And that's I think more about, like, that tells us more about the sort of film culture, the kind of culture where we are, where I think, yeah, we, rather than looking at what he said or understanding what he has said, I think people take short parts of it and then just use it
Sensationalize
to
it, yeah.
sensationalize it and use it to tell what they want to say, but they are not saying it directly, like, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think you said it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to say anything. You said all of it. But yeah, I think it's just what people want to take. They take the one's line and just whatever spin they want to give, and make it like clickbait. That's what's happening.
Mm.
And I think what he has actually said is not wrong. The full Hollywood, what they're doing, franchise films and superhero films, like the kind of that's just trying to package something and just put it out without any story, without any emotions, nothing. And we have seen that with both Marvel, DC. They have not done a good job. So I think that's what he's calling out. And not just that, a Jurassic World franchise or a Harry Potter franchise,
And
whatever they had, any
this year we
franchise.
had what, Indiana Jones franchise
Yeah,
also.
whatever. So all this, I think that's what he's targeting. But everyone will take to, oh, he wants no superhero films. That's not cinema. That's not what he's saying. But I also believe, where I'm not gonna like put him there, but that he just stated his opinion. But this whole idea that like someone can decide what cinema is and what it's not, and especially people online, they just talk about, oh, this is cinema, you have seen this big films and this film and that art tour and this, and that's what cinema is, this is nonsense and all. Like, people go watch something, it entertains them, it makes them, it moves them, whatever you want to call that. It can be anything. It does them something and they like it. That's cinema for them. That's it. That's where it ends.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of different kind of films. I enjoy them. I watch superhero films also because I enjoy them too. I have fun with them, and if they are well made, that's great. When they're not, I don't like them. That's it. And that goes with every film.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's like. Every time he says something, people just start attacking and making stuff up, which really doesn't make any sense. Of course, I think there's also one more statement he made, which I has little different thoughts about, when he said that there is no space for telling a personal story on a big budget. And I feel that the moment I feel filmmaking is all about problem solving. If you want to tell a story, if you don't have the budget, then find a way to make that film. And I think Christopher Nolan proved that with Oppenheimer, because it cost only not thousand, sorry, $100 million
100
for the
million.
production,
Yeah.
not the marketing part. And he did, put in efforts so that budget could be controlled. You can read a whole article about that. So you can pull off,
Yeah.
something like that. And it's not like a his personal story. He's telling a story about someone in a very different way, but he has made it, it's not just because of it's a Nolan film people enjoyed it. No, he made it blockbuster. He made a film, 3 hour long film of people just talking,
Yeah.
like feel blockbuster. You don't have to add superheroes and big action set pieces to make things big, feel big, have that IMAX experience. So you can make personal stories with the budget. And like, no one is gonna give you, I want to tell a story about my childhood, give me $500 million. No one. It's, at the end of the day, it's a business. And all respect to Scorsese.
Scott.
I feel like if I think Barbie is the biggest example. It is a big IP movie made by a director who is in the package of it telling a personal narrative and saying a lot through it. So I think that's an example. Last year we got Everything Everywhere All at Once. So if there's
Actually, about Scorsese's point, last year we got Fablemans, which was
Yeah,
very much a director's his own like literal personal story of his childhood, and that was also it wasn't like a very indie film. It was definitely close to probably 100 million or something, but it was made in such a way, and then it was made as a family film and all that. And I think in US especially it released close to some holiday weekend or something. So like it made money. It
yeah.
was profitable. It was not like it did
Like
not go at a loss, and then it also
you can
went
say
on to like
because it was
become
Steven Spielberg's film, people showed up and this and that. But today, like an new director or just a 2 year, two film old director wants to make a personal
nominated.
narrative with $100 million, he'll not get it. Of course, he'll not get it. You have to earn it.
I think yeah. In
You
that
know?
case, you have to be like the two people who made the Everything Everywhere or the Daniels. Yeah, yeah. You have to be like that. Like they were telling a personal story, but
Yeah.
they packaged it as a science fiction
Which people
film. And
like everyone, people enjoyed it. It
yeah.
made I think more than 100 to
Oh
$200 million.
yeah, it was very
Yeah.
profitable. Yeah.
So you see, audience is the like the last thing. If you want to make films, no
Mm.
one watches. Go ahead, man. Who am I to say anything? But if you want to make films and you want audience to watch, you cannot complain at the producers that they are changing it, or the theaters that you are ruining it, or the audience that your taste is gone. You have to see the world is evolving. You cannot expect what you made in the 70s or 80s or whatever, and people showed up for those because that was considered good films and big films. Now people find them boring. And you have to evolve yourself. That's what the whole art form is. When people added sound to movies, there were people who were complaining how you can do that's not cinema. Then
Yeah.
people started putting visual effects. That's not cinema. And today, now, because what you thought what cinema is not working, that idea is not working, you have to change, you have to adapt. Now you're saying no, this is not cinema what you're watching. I think that's only cinema. So that whole debate of
But I think Scorsese is still
no,
making good
I'm
films.
not
Like, it's not
I'm not talking about
and he in fact used CGI and like
no,
de-aging
I'm not
technology. Oh, yeah.
targeting Scorsese here. I'm
Oh,
targeting
okay,
the
okay. I see.
general
Yeah, I see. You're targeting the
perception,
people who say
just the
these
perception
things.
of what he says and how
Yeah.
people combine it. That this is bad and this is bad
Mm.
and stuff. Like that's not how it works. I think you need to let things happen, evolve. Like I think it's one of the statements you have to save cinema. No, cinema is like it's like I don't want to go in that area, but how a group thinks that they need to save their identity, that it's
Mm.
dying. No, you are no one to
Yeah.
change it. Cinema is bigger than any of us. Be it Martin Scorsese, be it me. No, none of
I
us
think
can.
even Tarantino had said a reply, or not like really a reply, but like he had said something about the same thing that, yeah, like, the meaning of movies keeps changing. Like the children who grew up in the last 10, 12 years, for them, Marvel is cinema. Like that is the only kind of movies that they have seen in the theaters. So, meaning of movies and meaning of cinema, like that keeps changing. You can't really,
Yeah.
put again, gatekeep that or
Yeah,
do
you
something
cannot
like that.
stop them from watching. No, stop it. You're destroying the art form. No, it's evolving. This is how it starts. Maybe later someone just makes like outstanding a superhero film, but an outstanding cinema, which these people consider it. It'll be
Dark
the
Knight. It has already happened.
yeah,
Dark
dark
Knight.
like Nolan only did it. So
Yeah.
it's see, there always be people who do the replicas. They just want to copy and paste and just make money. But there will be these
Yeah.
people who have this imaginative mind and will take this ahead. And that's the only way. There's no other way. It will not end. It will not the future is that people will just use TikTok. That's the future. No. People love stories. Like maybe the format changes. Maybe cinema theaters are like this
Yeah.
now, maybe 50, 60 years,
Yeah.
100 years later. But that's the evolve. That's how it evolves. You cannot stop it. You cannot fix it. You
Yeah.
cannot put rules how you can consume cinema. That's the only thing I have to say. And yeah, that's my personal thoughts. Any final thoughts, Varun?
Yeah, I think it is that those very like every year there are, while it has, I'm actually glad that it has become less now, like Marvel movies and all that are not really like the ones that are coming out this year, which were really terrible. They are not making money, but then there's still like every year there are one or two very bad films which are not necessarily Marvel, DC, anything, but they are just those sort of sequels that are like
You're
cash grabs
hinting
and all that.
at Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, sort of, which are definitely like they're making so much money, and then you look at that and then you see that and it's just that, like, why are they exactly making money? And then it's like, yeah, I guess people want to watch, like, you cannot decide what
See,
audience wants
but
to
you can
watch
argue, right? For
things like
one
that.
Super Mario Brothers, there was an Oppenheimer and Barbie, right?
That's true.
You
Yeah,
know, so
that's
you
true.
can
I think this
always
year has been very great
there will
in
be
that sense.
outliers, there will be
Yeah.
every kind of thing. I think that's what a free world gives you the right? You can watch,
Yeah.
maybe it's the worst film ever made, maybe like Morbius would have made money. Okay, let's not go there. But guys, definitely let us know, chip in
Venom made
your
money. Now that's my biggest, like, why did both the
that too
sequels
in
make,
China
like,
though.
exactly.
But guys, definitely chip in your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear it. Let's discuss, let's debate. And we are Indian Geek Society, but we thought this is something to talk about. It's related to geek there,
It is
something.
really.
But yeah, definitely let us know. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Geeking it out.